Good day. Here are the stories for the Manila Times for Monday, May 10, 2021. Senator Panfilo Lacson proposed the realignment of vast congressional budget insertions to fund the government's 20 billion peso pandemic response. Lacson made the proposal after meeting last May 6 with Senate President Vicente Soto III and the three czars in the government's fight against COVID-19. Lacson said vaccine czar Carlito Galvez Jr., testing czar Vivencio Dizon, and contact tracing czar Benjamin Magalong told him 20 billion pesos had to be raised to buy vaccines in 2021 and 90 billion pesos in 2022. He suggested 20 billion pesos can be sourced from insertions marked for later release because implementing agencies concerned were not consulted on insertions and thus could not implement. A COVID-19 variant spreading in India is more contagious and may be dodging vaccine protections, contributing to the country's explosive outbreak, the World Health Organization's chief scientist said on Saturday. In an interview with Agence France-Presse, Soumya Swaminathan warned, "The epidemiological features we see in India today do indicate it's an extremely rapidly spreading variant." India on Saturday for the first time registered more than 4,000 COVID-19 deaths in just 24 hours and more than 400,000 new infections. New Delhi has struggled to contain the outbreak, which has overwhelmed its healthcare system, and many experts suspect the official death and case numbers are a gross underestimate. Swaminathan, an Indian pediatrician and clinical scientist, said the B1617 variant of COVID-19, which was first detected in India last October, was clearly a contributing factor to the catastrophe unfolding in her homeland. Back here, the COVID-19 outlook for Metro Manila continues to improve, Okta research said on Sunday. Okta said the daily COVID-19 case average was trending down. New cases dropped to 2,172 cases during the May 2 to 8 period, a 61% drop from the peak of the surge on March 29 to April 4. Okta projects the National Capital Region to average less than 1,900 new cases per day by May 14. It also said the reproduction number in NCR slipped to 0.67 from 0.7 on May 8. Senator Francis Tolentino has appealed to the Interagency Task Force on Emerging Infectious Diseases to include Filipino athletes in the government's priority list for COVID-19 vaccination. In a statement on Sunday, Tolentino said amateur and professional athletes had been left out of the A4 priority group. He raised the need to immediately inoculate athletes, especially those participating in the Tokyo Olympics in July and the 2021 Southeast Asian Games in Hanoi, Vietnam in November. Senator Sherwin Gatchalian wants senior high school graduates equipped with skills needed for the so-called Fourth Industrial Revolution so they can benefit from the government's artificial intelligence roadmap. The senator on Sunday lauded the proposed AI Research Center under the AI Roadmap and pushed for K-12 graduates' readiness for the Fourth Industrial Revolution, or Industry 4.0. In business, the Philippine economy likely contracted for the fifth consecutive quarter as quarantine restrictions continued to affect economic activity, analysts polled by the Manila Times said. Forecasts for the period ranged from -2.9 to -3.8%, with a -3.3% average, slower than the -8.3% in the fourth quarter, but worse than the -0.7% recorded in the first quarter a year ago. Official first quarter gross domestic product or GDP growth data will be released by the Philippine Statistics Authority on Tuesday. Dr. Alvin Ang from the Ateneo Center for Research and Development projected the economy to contract by 3.8% this year. He, however, did not provide an explanation. Economists from Union Bank and Security Bank estimated a 3.5% contraction. Over to sports, the Philippine Basketball Association hopes to start its 46th season on June 15, according to Barangay Ginebra San Miguel Governor Al Francis Chua. Chua, together with League Commissioner Willie Marshall, sat down in a meeting with Senator Christopher Lawrence Bongo and Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdea in Malacanang last week, appealing for the PBA to start its games under a closed-circuit setup. Rigoberto Tiglao and Father Ranilio Aquino are today's front-page columnists. Tiglao accuses four men of being part of a triad in the previous administration's discord with China, while Father Aquino discusses why there has to be an international law. Today's editorial believes the nation should continue to be vigilant even as COVID-19 cases are on the decline. Read the full version on the paper's opinion section or listen to the Voice of the Times. For more news and information, get a copy of the Manila Times on print, subscribe to its digital edition, or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, and keep up with the Times. With the Fort Villa Serran, this is Arik John C. Kua reporting. May you have a safe week ahead.